Back into the channel to Jake Reid, and we got something special going on here, and I have a responsibility to bring you guys into the game. So we're back on the Pittsburgh Pirates franchise after three straight really good games by Tyone, Archer, and Williams. And I wasn't initially going to stream this game because it's kind of a throwaway game against Texas. I mean, they're not good. They're like 10-20. The pitcher that I'm going against is like a 62 overall, and so wasn't particularly interested in bringing you guys this game until I just had, in the bottom of the second inning, I just got the trophy for throwing an immaculate inning. And if you guys don't know what that is 3 strikeouts on 9 pitches, which is essentially a perfect inning, which is an extremely good accomplishment for a pitcher. But the reason that I'm bringing you in is not just to show you that, but to show you what might happen afterwards. I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, because obviously the last game, whenever we were pitching with Williams, we got a no-hitter taken away from us by somebody drag bunting for a hit. This game, we might have a shot at another one, so we'll see. But it is something special just to note that Joe Musgrove managed an immaculate inning here against the Texas Rangers. We're already up 2-0 in the bottom of the second, so we're just going to see how this plays out. And I'm going to hit you guys up with another video today. If you guys appreciate how well we're doing pitching-wise so far on this franchise, and how well we've been doing lately, I guess I should say. I should have swung on that one. Too busy talking. Leave a like on the video, and subscribe to the channel, as always. And leave comments down below. Let me know what you think. But if you guys are pumped for this potential to have a no-hitter, let me know. We've been having no problem hitting this pitcher so far. I mean, like I said, he's only a 62, I think it was. So they called up some prospect to play for him. Jung-Ho, the reason we're up 2-0, Jung-Ho Gung had a 2-run home run early on in the first. Hopefully the connection holds out long enough that I can show you this entire pitching performance. Like I said, my connection right now is not ideal. Not exactly disclosing why, but connection issues could potentially be at play here. I thought about waiting until like the 5th or 6th inning to bring you guys in, but I was like, you know what? I just threw that immaculate inning. I just got the trophy for it. I want you guys to be here the whole way and see how it plays out. I know last time we got screwed over in like the 4th or 5th inning with that drag bunt, but hopefully we can manage to not let that happen this time.
Again, another foul ball. And awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
I don't know if we're going to be able to drop him. Wow, he did drop it in. I thought about running on it, but let's see what they're going to do. Are they going to pull him? They left him in. As you can see, his pitches have been everywhere.
You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is DeShields. He's got it. A nice play there.
I don't know why I left early from third base. I really thought that ball was going to get down into a gap. Let's go, Frazier. He's got 4 home runs. That might be enough. Wow, that was actually nice. That almost was a home run. I was swinging for power on it because I wanted to get out there. We'll have no problem. Here's the thing: we're gonna have no problem winning this game. So once I get to a certain point, I might go ahead and sim hitting just to save you guys some time. But like I know we're gonna win this game, no problem. We're facing a 60-something overall pitcher. Let's be real. That's gonna be a blooper. Alright, into the third. Let's see if we can get some more Ks.
He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
That's in there.
Cabrera ain't even gonna swing.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Got caught lunging
that was a good location there.
The 0-2 once more. Pulled toward right center field. Polanco has a read on it.
Good contact there, but just popped it up. I think we're at 4 strikeouts now.
National Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away.
Alright, he's set up for a slider now. There we go. Got him swinging. 6 strikeout.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up.
Yeah, Joe Musgrove been one of the best record-wise on our team. Trevor Williams and Joe Musgrove are up there. We were struggling early a little bit with Archer and Tyon.
And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business.
That was a bad ball.
This offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Oh, that would have been a hit. Let's not give him something to hit here.
Another 0-2 coming. Fouled off.
Alright, Musgrove, you're doing so well. Just get this out. There we go. Caught him with the fastball.
And that ends the inning. You're set down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
They come into the day tops in the majors in team batting average. And talking with some of the players and coaches,
I do have to talk to you guys about a couple things. We might need to make some moves on the team. So I just made a video on the channel talking about the morale system in MLB The Show 19. And something I've been thinking about a lot is a couple of my really good prospects are kind of struggling confidence-wise or morale-wise because they're not in the majors. So I need to figure out a way to get them up into the majors, whether that be platooning them or giving them a starting spot. So I need your guys' help. Potentially, oh, that's not a dang. I need your guys' help potentially deciding who to move. Okay, I hit well with Diaz. We're going to go ahead and swing with him. I need you guys' help determining who to move, if anybody, to try and make things better morale-wise.
No balls and 1 strike. Newman at second. Polanco is over at first with 1 away. Grounded weakly down the line toward third.
That won't do it.
This will get foul for strike 2.
Bum, 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 bum.
And a fastball swung on and missed.
That one was really close to the zone. Alright, Josh Bell.
It's first and second with 2 men gone.
Score some runs.
Next, the big bat of Josh Bell. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. I should have just let them swing on the sim.
And that's
Popped it up.
And here's the second generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I'm not going to pitch to guys that are telling me it's a drag bunt situation. I'm not letting it happen again. Ooh, caught off the line drive. Good job, Newman. I think something that'll be good for us to do is to potentially review like our fielding percentages and everything and determine who's playing well defensively and who's not. I know Kevin Newman, we've been batting decently well with him, but you know, his batting average has been starting to slide a little bit. So that's somebody we might consider, you know, making a change in order to bring someone else up. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see after this game. Or in the next video. I might do a non-game next video, or like a partial game, where part of the video is us evaluating the roster and where we're at with everything. My one thought that I really did have was, what if we trade Polanco while his value's high? I know the entire time I've been talking about potentially trading Polanco and how I think it's something the Pirates need to do in the long term. And I believe that could be a good move for us because we have a lot of outfield prospects that could come up and do well. That's going to be a first hit. Alright, with that one being said, I'm probably going to sim a little bit out. Yeah, he pulled on that. I'm not even that upset about it because it's an actual hit. Yeah, look at where that ball was. He just barely got on that. I knew that we were going to win this game, so I'm going to not play it out the whole way, and then we'll make the rest of this video an evaluation of the roster to see what we want to do. Quick manage here. Joe Musgrove got on base. We'll bat with Jung Ho. We already have one home run with him in the game. I wouldn't mind getting a second. We got under it, but not quite where I wanted to be. If we would have got a little bit higher up on the zone, I think that one would have been out of here. Alright, we're going to hop in at the 9th and finish out the shutout. Get out of here. Close to 100 pitches. I want to get him this shutout though. I suppose if I would have played it, we wouldn't be this high in pitches. I doubt we would be. Well, maybe not. Oh, come on, give us that call. Apologize if we're hearing some weird noises in the background. There's like a truck or something outside. There we go. Let's get this final out. Come on. You know, I'm honestly not afraid at this point to use my pitchers all the way like this because I do have so many pitching prospects that I could bring in. So, like, I'm not against wearing them out. If we sustain a minor injury or anything, not a big deal. Damn, that's going to be a hit. Alright, so we do have to do one thing here. We need to warm somebody up. Just in case. No, don't quick manage. Manager, bullpen. We're going to warm up Vasquez in case this becomes a safe situation, and then Kella. I know we're out of energy. We're all aware, my man. There we go. Yet another shutout for us. Complete game shutout. We can't buy a perfect game to save our lives. 4 hits allowed. A lot of that sim, 12 strikeouts. So a really good outing. Not as quite as good as Williams' outing was, but certainly good for a 4th starter. But important part of this thing, aside from the fact that we're just maintaining our winning ways and playing pretty well, is we need to look at the roster and figure out what we need to do positionally. So I want to go through and just take a look with you guys and let me know if you see anything by dropping a comment down in the comment section. You know, anything you see, any suggestions you have, let me know. So I think we're pretty locked up in terms of at least the first 4 starters. I mean, damn, Joe Musgrove, he's hot right now, so he's up to an 81. Tyone and Williams up to 87s, and Chris Archer an 83. So I'm pretty confident with the starting 4 there. Chad Cole, he has a 3.55 ERA, and we're 2-1 with him, so he must have gone a few no decisions. I'm not totally against moving on from him and, you know, either starting one of these prospect pitchers or bringing in somebody else as a 5th starter. But that would just kind of be like an unnecessary move, I feel like. So let me know if you guys want me to do something different with the 5th starter. But otherwise, I think I'm going to leave this position pretty much as is until Mitch Keller gets up into the 70s and can compete for a position later on down the line. Relief-wise, I think we're pretty good. We're pretty stacked in the bullpen, especially since we brought in Jimenez. We could do something with the long relief spot, maybe move on from Liriano, but he's going to just end up being a free agent in the season anyway. He has an 8 ERA, which isn't good. Whoa. What's going on here? And then closing pitcher-wise, we're obviously just fine with Felipe Vasquez. I feel like one of these guys had better potential. They must not be playing well. In terms of the catcher, Elias Diaz got a potential upgrade. I don't see any reason to do anything catcher-wise. I'm quite all right with Diaz and Barron as my 2 catchers right now. Diaz is batting 272, which is pretty good, and then Barron for a 68 overall, batting 250, that's pretty good. So I'm pretty chill with the catchers. First base-wise, I do want to develop Bell into that power guy. And I think we have a pretty good chance of doing that. He has 7 home runs on the season, which is really good this early. Adam Frazier doing really well, batting 328. I don't really see any reason to move on from him unless you guys don't particularly like him. I like him. He's very clutch. He's a clutch bat. So I do enjoy batting with him quite a bit. I like batting with Jung-Ho Kang, but he's obviously not producing the power that we would expect him to out of the 4-hole. He only has 4 home runs. Now, he does have 16 RBIs, so if we go back to first base, yeah, Bell has 31, so actually, that's a move that we can make now, probably, is move Bell into the cleanup spot, because he has so many home runs and RBIs. He kind of plays in that spot better than Jung-Ho would, which leaves us up to potentially do something with Jung-Ho. So if you guys have any ideas on that, I did originally think about playing him at shortstop. Kevin Newman playing pretty well, 255 average, which is good for a rookie. I mean, his defensive stats are really good. And then we'll go through and take a look at the prospects here in the infield in a second. So in terms of prospects, Jose Ozuna is not going to be up anytime soon for me. I know he's batting really well down there, but he's only a 61 and his stats aren't that great. I don't see any reason to bring him up. Pedro Alvarez has been doing really well off the bench for me, so I don't have any reason to move on from him. And actually, all of our bench bats have been doing well. We do have Kevin Kramer, who could potentially slot in somewhere. He has good defensive stats and good contact for where he's at in terms of overall. So we do have him. And then we also have Colin Moran. Colin Moran's one of the guys that's unhappy, and I would like to see him moved up to the MLB. So maybe I'll bring him up and platoon him at the very least, just to try and increase his morale a little bit, because he's not going up overall wise yet. And we do have 2 AAA third basemen, so that might be something I need to do. But in order to do that, I have to free up a spot, and I think the only way to do that, I'll show you guys, is when we get to the outfield. Cole Tucker up to a 72 would be potential. Would be a decent defensive player, but I don't see him having any better stats here. I mean, he has better power than Kevin Newman, but I don't see any reason to bring him up right now. And then we do have some lower-end prospects. Corey Dickerson, batting extremely well, quite a few home runs, a lot of RBIs. He's pretty much here to stay in left field. And Marte's obviously here to stay in center field at batting 296, has a couple home runs, just overall really good player. I have no reason to move on from him, but a couple of the guys that we do want to bring up eventually, and maybe we wait a little bit before we do it, maybe it's like the trade deadline or something like that, is Travis Swaggerty. I want him to be up in the MLB sooner than later. And the spot that he's going to take, if we're sticking with Marte and Dickerson like I want to, would be Polanco. And don't get me wrong, I'm doing really well with Polanco, but now would be the time to trade him if we're going to, because his value's higher. He doesn't particularly excel in any one area. I mean, he's a little slow on the base path. He's, defensively not extremely strong. And in terms of the bat, he's pretty good, but doesn't quite have the power that I'd like him to have. So, being able to bring up a guy like Ubayashi, who we brought in as our international free agent signing, would be good, and bringing in maybe Travis Swaggerty at some point. Those are guys I'm looking to bring up. So if you guys have any idea of what you think we should do, I could potentially also move on from Cabrera or Chisenhall. I think it might be time to move on from Cabrera, and now that I say that, I might actually go do that. Although, I mean, he's batting 271, but just the fact that he gave up that inside the park home run just makes me not like him, at least in the game. So we'll see. That might free up a spot for Colin Moran, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know exactly what I would do. So if you guys have any suggestions, like I said, please leave them down in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video, and that's pretty much where the team stands. So let me know if you guys have any suggestions. We did sort of take over the lead in the division by a half game, but I'm sure that won't last. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep your eyes out for an announcement. I'm going to be coming out with an announcement on Madden here, probably with another video in a few minutes. Should be uploaded shortly after this one, so keep your eyes out for that. I'll see you guys in the next video.